Hey guys, it's Gadget, and I'm coming at you with a sad, sad day today. Now, for those of you in the sci-fi world, you've already heard this news. And let me just adjust my camera a little bit. I moved it so it's a little, there we go. Okay. It's with a heavy heart and a heavy mind that I have to say goodbye to somebody. My second role model. My first role model passed away a couple years ago. And my second role model just passed away today. Sorta today. I will say that. In LA, and you all know who I'm talking about. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. Now, I went to Facebook Live because a lot of people have been concentrating on her negative side. But she turned her negative side into a positive for others out there. And this is where I'm not crying. It's the fact that 2016 has been such a bad year for everyone. We forgot about the other angels and cherubs that have lost their lives too. It's not only stars that are going back into the heavens and finding their place. You have the long journey on the stairway of heaven, or the escalator, depending on how you view it, for all those angels and cherubs that have been lost also in this time in 2016. To cancer, to strangulations, to many deaths that were caused by suicides, everything. There are so many people that also have lost their lives that we should not forget about. We should also tell their families we're sorry for their loss. And what I mean by my second idol, my first idol is Sarah Jane Smith, Elizabeth Seddon, from Doctor Who. During the 70s and 80s, most girls were always told, stay in the kitchen, learn to cook, play with dollies. You don't play with the boys' toys. If you are, you're considered a lesbian. You're considered, okay? A lot of us tomboys had to play with all the boys' stuff in secret because back then, even if you liked anime, it was wrong for a girl. But to see two strong women in the sci-fi world and their companions, you know, showing us that the future is going to be full of strong women, it starts with you. How strong are you? And I hate this, that the fact that most people don't realize Carrie also branched out into many forms. She's the voice of Angela on The Family Guy. On Peter's boss, Seth, and all of them. I don't know how they're going to cope with that and everything. She was in the Blues Brothers, wheeling that shotgun at Elwood, and you know. She was in Kevin Smith's movie as a nun driving the car. She was in, God knows, so many things. And recently just finished wrapping up on the 8th Star Wars movie. She finished all her scenes and everything. And was flying back home to celebrate Christmas with the family. Her iconic role, even though she used to make fun of it and thought it was a burden on her, has taught us that women can be strong. Our Rogue Ones, our Force Awakenings, you see, is a strong female lead. Showing that girls can be just as strong as guys. Even stronger. And Elizabeth said, she showed that too. Elizabeth showed that with the Doctor. Positiveness, you know? But still a little feminine on the side, you know? Tomboys, every girl. We can be strong. We can be thoughtful. We can hold our own. Because there are some guys that are weak out there too. Some guys are that Han Solo. Some guys are that Luke Skywalker. Some guys are the Doctor. But they're nobody without their companions. They're nobody without their Sarah Janes. They're nobody without their Princess Leia. Sorry, General Leia. Okay? We also have to remember there are also normal, not stars, but normal people who are taking that staircase, that escalator to heaven right now. Because 2016 has not been nice to them either. Many people took their lives. Many people lost their lives to cancer. Many people also died of a heart attack. A little girl on a plane lost her life on a plane just recently to a heart attack. Little girl. Another little girl, not knowing how to cross the street, allegedly, was hit by a car. Another, so many things. The cherubs and the angels are being called back. The stars are being called to the sky. But I lost 2 role models. Yet, I'm still not going to cry. Because to be strong does mean you can be weak. But I will say this as I speak. And I know I'm rhyming. But give me time. Okay? When I get upset, when I get nervous, I start rhyming. But it makes sense because I had a conversation with someone recently. They were in limbo for 3 years. So was somebody else I know. I've been in limbo for 40 years and still trying to get out. We all have darkness, we all have light. But we cannot fear the light and we cannot fear the darkness. We can't fear the Jedis nor the Sith. There are some of us that walk and straddle that line of the Sith and the Jedi. There are some of us that walk the dark and the light. So did the War Doctor. He had a choice to go to the dark and destroy all the Time Lords, or be in the light, because there were 2 other lights that lit up his life. He wasn't alone. The actions of one causes the actions of many. You throw a stone in a pond, it creates ripples that branch out and affect all. Carrie created a ripple, so did Elizabeth. Many of you don't realize you became what you are because of role models. And Carrie also did one thing. She showed us that people who are mentally ill can laugh about it and joke about it in her wishful drinking. Or in her books, even her last book, The Princess Diarist. You can laugh at yourself with all your demons you have. Sarah Jane gave us a face of cancer. Put a face to that for those of us in the sci-fi world who also knows of many others who have lost their lives to cancer. I right now say this to all of you. What will it take for you to fix it? Will it take a death? Will it take a life? Will it take whatever? Be with the people that are here right now. Be with the ones that care. Stop fighting with people. Be the bigger person. You had a fight, big deal. Write them a letter. Most of the time the person has been the bigger person and just wants the other person to be the one to say they're sorry. Sometimes you don't get that. But do it before someone is gone. This hits home a second time for me because I didn't have that many role models growing up. I was always told girls were not supposed to do anything. They weren't supposed to be good in math. They weren't supposed to be good in sciences. And here I come, the enigma that I am. And then I see Princess Leia and Sarah Jane Smith not riding the coattails of the guys, but standing up with them, fighting alongside them, proving to people that a girl is just as smart as any guy and as strong as anything when she puts her mind to it. So guys, pass this video along. Know this, I wish I had my Star Wars stuff, but as a kid, my Star Wars stuff disappeared. I do have, from when I worked at a party store, some of my Episode 1 stuff. Heck, I even have my DVDs, that I could probably get to right now. But that's just material objects. What counts is the iconic way that these 2 women showed young girls back in the 70s and 80s that if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Do not let someone tell you you can't be what you want to be. Who you want to be and be with who you want to be with. That's on you. So no more fighting, people. We're losing too many angels, too many cherubs, and too many stars this 2016. And with only, today's the 27th, December 27th, 2016, at 7:52 p.m. here in New York City, Bronx, we have the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st to cope with of 2016. Many say the nose knows, and that will be the next one. No, it better not be. We've already had enough losses, and Sarah Jane does not need her companion with her. So people, please, I'm asking for good vibes, and if you know Debbie, Billy, Todd, or anyone that Carrie has touched, as well as Sarah has touched, if you know David, if you know Tom, if you know, tell them you care. Tell them that you're sorry for their loss. And if you have lost somebody in your life, I'm saying it now, I'm sorry for your loss. Please accept my condolences to those of you who have not been mentioned, because the stars are outshining all the angels and the cherubs that are taking the stairs and the escalator to heaven right now. I do ask of you all that if you do watch this, share it. And if you do see one star's light go out and right back to heaven, look for that cherub and angel who passed away at the same time. The yin and yang of it. Because even though the stars light up the sky, the angels guide us and the cherubs cherish us. They make us laugh. So please, with my deepest condolences, I want Carrie's family to know that I'm sorry for their loss. I want to thank Sarah's family and Carrie's family for the two most iconic role models I could have in my life. And hope that one day, the people who think they know me know how to forgive and forget. Because life is too short. I did get one good thing for 2016. That I want to give you guys hope that there is possibilities. That this is not a bad year. I found my cousins after a 20-year search, technically. We knew where they were, we just didn't know how to get to them. And by a fluke, I found one of my cousins who led me to my uncle. Not the uncle I was looking for, but I'll take it. Because I was giving up hope. And you know what? Our new Hope Princess gave me a little more light. As well as wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Because just remember, the doctor says there's fixed points in life. So no having the doctor go back to save Carrie. It's a fixed point, and there's a reason why. Alright? So to all of you out there, I bid you, hopefully the next few days, good vibes and no more sadness. No more debts, no more whatever. We need positive thinking. I think what 2016 was a wake-up call because we've been blind to too many things. It's time to take the blinders off. It's time to realize that coddling doesn't work, babying doesn't work, and surely fighting with others does not work. It just brings misery and negativity. But on this day that the princess has left us, the general has gone to her base in the sky. Know this. She taught us one thing. Her scruffy nerf herder, she couldn't stand either. But she still loved him. So, guys, life is too short. And to Debbie and everyone, Billy, Todd, my condolences and hugs on your loss. Carrie was a good person. And she did have some demons, but don't we all? But she knew how to make us laugh at the demons and herself laugh at them too. So, may you rest in peace, Carrie. May you rest in peace, Elizabeth. My two role models who taught me to be strong, to be smart, and have a little feminine side, and girls can play with the boys. They're just their companions. And one thing, some are scruffy nerf herders. So guys, this is Gadget, and I wish I could do more with this, but my editing program is down. I would have loved to put a tribute to her, but too many people beat me to it. So this is the only way I could think of. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Elizabeth. You two made me realize I am important and I am strong. Goodbye.